Hey guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to tie a hair jig today. I use a 1/16 ounce jig head. I start off by using super glue. This is imperative. You can use it or not, but I use it so the material does not slide off the uh, the jig head or the hook. But that's totally up to you. So I'll take the thread. I'll start going. I'll start going from the head of the jig head. Sometimes I'll do some crossing patterns in X. And then what I'll do, stop right there, cut the tag end off, and then let's see what we're doing here. Okay, and then we'll just go over that tag end that's exposed and go maybe to the end of the shank where it meets where it's above the hook point, and then go back all the way up to the head of the jig head. Next thing you want is the hackle, the feather. I like chartreuse on everything. Purple and chartreuse, blue and chartreuse, which is bluegrass, white and chartreuse, which is an ultimate fish catching color combination. But you can. That's the beauty of this thing. You can do any wild color combinations you want to. So I mean, I got all this flash right here from Amazon for like 20 bucks right here. With that being said, next I'll show you guys how I cut my feathers. So I'll kind of pinch right here where I think I need to cut, so you can see how straight that feather is. I'll cut right at the stem where my fingers are pinched together, and it will make my first piece. That'll be the top layer of the feathers. Next, you can see that this feather has a V notch in it. Essentially, that's what you're gonna do for the bottom one. So you'll take that, you'll cut the stem right there, and then lastly, for your third and final one, I just use one feather for jig head. See how it makes that V notch? That's what gives you the design of your feather, your flared out feather. And so I'll cut it right there. And then the next thing to do, don't mind me, y'all, my hands are not cooperating with me. We'll take those two V notches and kind of overlap them, stack them together. If it will work to where they're matched, and that straight feather, as you can see right there, we'll put it on top to where it kind of looks like that. And so now I'll pinch it off like that. I like to use a little bit more super glue, not a whole lot, but just enough. So we'll take that, pinched like that, we'll tie it off at the head of the jig head, and then we'll go all the way down to where the hook point is. That's where I like to stop, and then go back up to the head. And as you can see, it gives it a nice flare look to it. Next thing I like to do is get some flash. So I like to just take one strand out. So with this, keep this in mind, with how long your feather is on your jig, it determines how much you need to use. So I don't need very much for that. And so I'll just cut what I think will be an appropriate sized length for it. So I'll take that, I'll kind of fold it over to make a loop right there. Yeah. To make a V shaped, and then kind of make a loop. And then I'll just tie that loop right there. And go all the way again to the hook point of the thing. Oh wow, I cut it right to the size that I needed to. So I kind of guessed on that, and I was actually right. So I like to go back up to the head of the jig. The next part is the chenille, the body of your hair jig. You don't need very much, but you just need enough to cover the body. So about that length. And with this chenille, I like to make it easier for me personally. I like to strip that fabric off so it exposes that that fabric, the string, to make it easier for it to tie on. So I'd like to add a little bit more super glue to that, if you will. I'll take that, I'll lay that line flat on that jig head, and then I just go around it to it, tie it down, go back up to the jig head. This is now where you start to overlap and make your body. So you just go around kind of like this, overlapping. And it gives you something to do. It's pretty fun. And then you want to go one more right there at your head. Now what I like to do is kind of crisscross this line, this thread, like a couple times. So that way, that line, that chenille stays in line. I like to cut this a little bit like that. So I'll take my whip finishing tool, and then I'll go over the head like that a couple times. As you can see, that line likes to slip off easily. Got too much line right here. Thread. I like to go around it like 5 or 6 times. And you go like that. And then go like that. And then you'll cut it right there. And cut that excess chenille off. And you should have something that looks like that. I love bluegrass. If you guys want more videos like this, please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll make more videos like this. You guys have a wonderful day and go catch some slabs.